The health insurance agent's income reviewed for 2023. Hello, I'm Kevin Knauss with InsureMeKevin.com. And in 2023, my insurance business and other streams of income were okay. Nothing plummeted, nothing was out of the ordinary. And so I'll probably be around again for 2024. But let's look at the numbers and see how I did. In 2023, revenue, commissions, earnings from insurance, licensed insurance agent, independent in the state of California, I received $87,000 in commissions, 92% of my revenue. Google represented $2,037. That would be ad revenue from my website and YouTube videos, so a very small percentage at 2%. And my books came in at $463. I did not publish a new book in 2023, so the book sales are kind of low. But now we need to look at how that insurance is broken up by the different markets that I serve, because you hate to have all your eggs in one basket. Looking at the breakdown, 67% of the revenue came from individual and family insurance. Primarily covered California. I'd probably say 90% of my commissions came from covered California enrollments. I do have off-exchange enrollments where people are with like Sutter Health, or people are not eligible for a subsidy through covered California, so we take them direct with Kaiser or Blue Shield or one of the other health plans. Dental and vision insurance, modest at 5%. Medicare is a growing segment of my business, and it grew to 25% of the insurance revenue. Now, most of my Medicare comes from my individual and family clients that age into Medicare. They turn 65 and then they turn to me and we help them get a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare supplement with a Part D drug plan. However, it is not a one-for-one transfer. I have lots of clients and households in Kaiser. And if someone turns 65 and they want to stay with Kaiser and they're Kaiser doctors, they need to get a Kaiser Medicare Advantage plan. And Kaiser does not utilize independent agents such as myself to help with enrollment. So I make no commission when someone segues over to a Kaiser Medicare Advantage plan. Small group was a small percentage of just 2% of my revenue. And I just have a couple small groups. Most of my clients are throughout California, from San Diego up to the North Coast, over to Tahoe, down into San Francisco. So I'm in a better position to help and work with individuals and families versus small groups where you kind of need to be on site to help the employees enroll in plans. Now, when I am working with someone going through Covered California and we're working with the income section, there's always a lot of questions about how do I estimate my income. And this is from my Schedule C, what will go on my Schedule C for 2023 tax year. And my gross revenue for 2023 was approximately $89,500. Now I have legitimate business expenses of $11,000. The cell phone, sometimes you need a new computer monitor, things of that nature. Not a whole lot mileage, so that equaled $11,000. So you subtract that from the gross revenue and my net revenue. And that's what people, as a small business person, self-employed person, that's what they would be looking at to put on their Covered California income section. My net revenue was $78,500. Of course, sometimes that isn't necessarily representative of a person's, lifestyle income, because there are quarterly taxes. You have to pay your self-employment tax. Now, of course, you get a portion of that back when you do your taxes, but I paid about $14,000 in federal and state quarterly income taxes, and I'll probably have to pay more in taxes when we do the 2023 tax return, but a final cash of about $64,500. So how does that look like when we compare that to 2022? In 2022, insurance revenue was about $83,100. 2023, it went up to $87,000. So I had about a 4.48% increase in insurance revenue. The Google YouTube, now that's advertising from Google AdSense on my website and the monetization of the YouTube videos, that dropped 40% from about $3,300 down to $2,037. Books almost cut in half. I just didn't do a lot of book sales this year, didn't have a lot of speaking gigs. And so the annual total year over year went up just 2.41%. I'm not complaining. That's just the way it is. My primary marketing vehicle is the internet. People find me through searches. And there were a lot of changes in Google this year on how they, put people up on page 1 or page 2 in the content. And I could see for 2023 how my visitors really dropped. Now, the visitors and viewers are always higher during open enrollment and through January, and it always kind of trails off. But I saw a lot of decrease after February and March, and it just kind of plummeted down. It just never came back up. I don't know, that's just the way Google is changing things. So you can see that my views were nowhere near as where they had been. And of course, when it comes to generating revenue from ads, it's all about how many people visit your site. There's a direct correlation. So fewer visitors, fewer dollars from ads. When I look at YouTube, which I started back in 2020, I really started doing more videos, and the revenue isn't as good as a Google AdSense if someone clicks on an ad in a website, but it's a something, because I use the Google revenue to pay for the server for my website and all the security stuff, and that's $1,500 to $2,000 a year. The YouTube videos in 2022, I was about 82,000 views, and you can see about 250, on an average going across throughout the year. In 2023, the views did go up. I had 123,000, and you can see the average daily viewers also went up. And that is a function of creating more content. So people, I'm sure, were watching videos from 2021 and 2022 that added to the count in 2023. But again, the more viewers you have, the more opportunity you have to make, 25 cents or 50 cents from someone watching one of your YouTube videos. So doing the review helps me learn what I've done right, how the market is changing, how I need to change. Overall, I'm not going to change too much. I'm pretty happy with the marketing I'm doing and the revenue I receive from my insurance commissions that allows me to kind of sit in my little home office and talk with some really, really wonderful people throughout California to help them with insurance. So everything looks good for 2024. So I'm going to continue to be here, and you can give me a call. So for InsureMeKevin.com, I'm Kevin Knauss.